Hi guys, welcome back to Nebula Fox Toy Reviews. You're not going to have any first introductions this month because I'm filming all the introductions now and I've just had my hair done. It's already gone curly because it was raining on the way home, but I didn't want to mess it up properly, so no first introductions for July. But it is the first review of the month and you should all know what that means by now. It means it's an anime figure time. And we are taking a look at the brand new Pokémon Select Noivern. I have been keeping my eye on Smith's Toys website for this coming out. They currently still do not have this in stock, but B&M of all places had it. B&M has been really good recently for toys and stuff like that, so we are doing the Pokémon Select Noivern. And before we head on over to the table, I just want to give a shout out to my good friend MJ, who you've seen him before in my con vlogs, and it surprised me today by sending me a little Virgil badge from a Devil May Cry, and it also had a Pull My Devil Trigger sticker with it. These are both from Fab Cat, and I love it. The order was checked by Subin, which is their cat. Oh, that is adorable. I just thought I'd show that off because I like showing off little orders and the artists. So yes, anyway, let's head on over to the table and take a closer look at Noivern, shall we? Okay, so here is Noivern, still in his box. We're going to have a quick look at the box and then I'll pause the recording to take him out and then we'll have a closer look at the figure. So this box is a bit beaten up, so I meant it had to be squeezed in quite a small bag to bring it home. But here is the front of the box. So we have the Pokemon logo with Pikachu up here, we have Select, we have the Trainer Team series, and then Articulated Noivern, and then nice little image of Noivern, and then another one on this side, and then on the back we have the rest of the wave. Charizard has been here since the beginning. This is series 10. Charizard has been here since series 1. I have already reviewed the Charizard. I will link it down below if you want to check it out. Noivern we're looking at now. Why is my camera not wanting to focus on this for some reason? Glade and Armarouge. I'm not 100% sure if I want to get these two. I might do if I find them cheaper, but at the moment these two are not really talking to me. And underneath we just have warnings to not eat anything and stuff like that. On that side there's nothing. So I'm going to very quickly unbox him. I'm going to pause the recording here while I do that, and then I'll be back. Okay, he is unboxed now, and here he is out of the packaging. I'm going to take a quick look at the base first, because they have improved the bases a lot. Because for starters, all the bases actually stay together now, and they are nice, clicky ratchets, rather than just thunk ratchets, if you know what I mean. But yeah, they actually stay together now, and I like that. You can also plug it in wherever you want, and that's the base looked at. Okay, onto the bat dragon thing. onto Noivern. It's a very cool figure, is this. I think I actually prefer this more than the previous Charizard figure, because I had a little play around with it before I started recording again as well. And yeah, I think I prefer this a little bit more than Mega Charizard. One of them. I can't remember which one. I think it was Y. The orange one. The one that's normal Charizard colours. Yeah, that's Y one. That's Y, isn't it? I just didn't like his arm things. But anyway, getting a close look at the head sculpt of Noivern. It is very nicely painted. You going to focus on my camera? There we go. So it is very nicely painted. The eyes are very nicely placed. And that is and everything. If we open the mouth, You can see the teeth are painted, the tongue is painted as well. You really can't tell. That is as far as the mouth opens. Doesn't really go any further, but there you go. You can see that the tongue is painted as well. That is very cool. I love the his ears. I love the ears. You could put sweets in his ears, little bowls. Going down across his back, you've got part of the wing painted purple. Actually, there's actually two different moulded pieces of plastic by the feels of it. Okay, so you've got a moulded bit in purple and a moulded bit in this blacky brown colour. It's not pure black and it's not brown, so it's blacky brown. You've got the fluff on his back moulded in this nice off-white colour. Same with the back of, same with his neck and just the back of his head. His little claws are painted red. They are actually painted. And then underneath is this nice, let me just move the tail out of the way. Underneath the wings is this nice turquoisey colour, which looks a lot more blue in the the camera is making it look a lot more blue, but it is slightly more green in person, but it's still very nice. And then you've got the other two like fingers or wing membrane supports there, and then going down into the tail, it's a nice soft bendy wire going down to the point. So it's very cool. I like it. For articulation, we'll start at the head. You saw that the mouth can open and close. Not very much, but it can do. You can also look down that far with just the neck, with just the head on the neck, and look up. Hold on. And look up that far, which is basically going straight ahead. You can also swivel the head. With the neck attaching, with the base of the neck, so it attaches to the body, if you move both of them down, he can look all the way down. And once again, can't really look all the way up because his ears connect with the back fluff, with the back floof. But he can look like all the way forward, which is nice. But if I put that neck all the way down and then do that, then you probably could you could get him looking up if the neck floof wasn't in the way. But as of right now, I quite like that look. So the neck up and him looking straight forward. For the wings, you have a flapping wing at the shoulder. I thought it could rotate, but the actual wing is attached. If I flip him around, you can see the wing here is actually attached to the body. So there's no rotation in there because there you go, you can see you're flexing the rubber. So that is just a flap at the shoulder. We also have a flap here of what would be the elbow. So you can move the wing up. So it's pretty much folded back on itself. And you can also move the wing not all the way down. You can go up further, but you can move it that far down. And then also here, which it would be a wing joint, a finger joint. We can go all the way down at a right angle. And also even further up, so it's almost double backed on itself. So that's the wings. I'm just going to move the wings out of the way for the rest of it. For the legs, we do have a ball joint at the hip, so you can get forward and back. You can also get out to the side. It does look like there's a joint here at the knee, but there isn't. That is just where they've put the two bits of plastic together. We do have one here at the ankle, so you can go forward and back really nicely with the ankle. It does also swivel. And we also have the toes, which are individually jointed, but they do also like to go together a little bit. And then at the tail, we have a hinge where it attaches to the body. It does not swivel, at least on mine it doesn't. It feels like it wants to, but it doesn't, so it only goes up and down. But it is also a bendy wire tail, so you can pose it. And it's also thinner than Charizard, because Charizard the Mega Charizards both had bendy wire tails, which were a lot thicker, so they didn't really want to bend. But this one will bend. I've also noticed that straight out of the box, mine appears to have stress marks here on the tail, on either side, and also like looks like a pen mark. I mean, I'm not that fussed because, I mean, I'm gonna have him flying on display if I decide to display him. If not, it'll go in my Pokemon drawer. But, I mean, I'll have him flying, so you're not really gonna see the back of the tail, top of the tail. But, just a heads up, they might come with marks. These figures have never been perfect. In fact, overall, my favourite Pokemon Select figure overall is still the original Charizard. So yeah, that's still my favourite. Not because it's Charizard. Well, yeah, it is because it's Charizard, but it's not my favourite because it's Charizard. They could have easily made some of the others my favourites by giving them just better articulation, but the original Charizard is my favourite. But yeah, that's all I can really say about him, really. I'll just stick him back down there where he is not going to stand. Oh yeah, that's another thing. This guy really does not like standing. At all. But if I can get him to stand, I might... Oh, there we go. He's standing. And there he goes. Yeah, his toe joints aren't the best. His ankle joints are okay, but his toe joints aren't the best. So I'm just going to have him stood like that. On his tail. Yeah, best thing for displaying this guy is going to be flying with the stand. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I shall see you all in the next video, whatever that'll be. Bye!